Okay, now let's go ahead and we'll minimize this compiz bar or settings things. We'll come back to that in a moment. Let's go ahead and let's open up our compiz settings manager. Oh, excuse me, minimize that. Let's open up your Avant Windows Navigator and let's go to dock preferences. Now this is where it gets pretty interesting. Icon size, if this is too tall or too tall for you, you can obviously take it smaller. Of course, that's probably a little too small for most of us, so we're going to want to take this back up to probably around, I go about 20, about 30 is what I like. Now, the orientation, basically this is on the bottom, or you can go to top, right, left, and so forth. I'm going to keep it on the bottom for right now. Style right now is flat. If you can go to none, which basically makes it kind of invisible, which is what kind of I do with some of mine. Or you can go 3D, which makes it look like it's kind of on a plate. Curved, which makes it kind of a curvature. Edgy, floaty, and then this lucido thing, which basically you'll see here. There's actually a line break separator right here, and every time you put a separator in, it'll look something like that. Now I'm gonna go back to none because I don't see the separator because I don't want it. Icon effects, I always go with the squishy. Now look, they jump around when your mouse goes over top of them. Isn't that pretty? Now you can expand this to panel, which if you had one of these going, let's go with 3D. Boom, it goes all the way across. Kind of looks like a bar up here. That the panel that was up here kind of puts it down here, but I don't like that, so I always make it as small as possible. And then let's go ahead and make this into none and put this back. This right here makes you position it left, right, and if you are on the sides, up and down, of course. And you want to start AWN automatically. And yes, you do want to create the automatic thingy. That way, now when you restart your computer, log in, log out, your bar will automatically start up and you don't have to worry about the Unity doohickey. Now, okay, that takes care of the first one. Now you can also add another dock like this and put its position on the right, and you'll see you'll have another thing here, and you can change those and do however you want. I'm going to remove that dock because I don't like doing that. I just want one small thing that I can manipulate. Let's turn this back to squishy. Now if you go to Task Manager, this basically shows these are your default launchers that are there. Show all windows, display launchers only, drag and drop ordering, group common windows. If you'd like to have like 4 or 5 Internet Explorer web browsers open, they all will still be in there. You click on it, it comes up with a list, and you can choose from the list. If you unclick that, then you'll have 4 or 5 little different Firefox buttons going around. You have to figure out which one you want. Let's go to applets. Now this is how you can modify the settings, the way this looks. Basically, this right here is your preference applet. If you look down here, that's what that is. Then there's a separator, which is the line, and then these are your launchers, which is the only launcher you have right now is this one. These are just applications that are open, but they are not considered to be launchers. Now, if you want to add them as launchers, like if I wanted to add my like Software Center, right click. Oh, wait a minute, no, not Software Center. Compiz Settings Manager, add as launcher. Boom. And then it becomes a launcher. So if you go back to Task Manager, you'll see there's my 2 launchers. Now, the applets here, this is basically things that you can add to this bar to make it work a little bit better. I'm going to show you one that I like. The first one that I like to put on, if I can figure it. I think this is it. Places, if you bring it, just drag and drop. Now I want to take and click on this, and I want to move it all the way up here. So now it's right beside this one. Now when you click on this, boom, remember what this looks like. There's your accessories, your games, your graphics, internet, blah, 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 Software Center, system tools. Basically, everyone knows that Unity or Ubuntu kind of got rid of the systems administration things and basically went down to a system settings. So that's how you can change everything. Just in case you don't know, just so you know. But that's how that looks now. It's all back to the way I like it. Now, of course, now you can also do This main menu here doesn't really work that well. Of course, you just play with all this and get what you want. Common folders, file, garbage can. Like I said, you'll have to go through this and just basically pick what you want, put in what you want, take out what you want, all that other stuff. Show desktop, I'll put it down here, and then I'll take it all the way across there too. That way when I hit the show desktop button, there's my desktop. Pretty easy. And that's how all that goes. And now you got your little jumper. Now, like I said, you manipulate this the way that it works best for you. That's what you've got to do, is make this work for you. So you can pick out whatever you want, make this bar as big as you want and as funny as you want, however. Themes, these are different themes that, and you can actually go online and download these themes, but let's, now, like I said, I like the ones, no background, just kind of invisible. But let's say, let's go smoked and apply, and boom, now we got a little smoke thing, clear looks, apply, and there we go. So anyway, you just go through each one of these and apply, and it changes. Dark theme, apply. Don't know, like I said, and you can just use theirs. Now, let's say you want to customize one of these. Let's say you want to customize light theme. Hit the customize button, and then you can choose the colors and how everything lays out. Again, you make Ubuntu work the way you want it to work, look the way you want it to work, do what you want it to work. It's all up to you. Now let's close this out, or let's go to, close this one out. You gotta go back into preferences. That took care of themes. Now the advanced. Now this is what's called, well, let me go back and put it the way I want it real quick. I want none. I want this down to 35. Let's go 35. Now let's go 40. Let's leave it on about 40. I want it to be squishy, and everything else is fine. Okay, now everything's back the way I like it. Now let's go back to the advanced. This offset, this is basically how this, you can move this to go higher or smaller on your screen. And then let's go ahead and go with 50. Now, the reason this is going to be kind of important is when you maximize something, the bar's there. So you don't want it to be too far up, too far down, things like that. Now, reflection offset, see how the reflections got kind of a little space? You can kind of see the reflections. This reflection offset brings those reflections in close, or you can have them far apart. Doesn't really matter. Icon alpha is basically the top icons. How strong do you want them? The reflection alpha is how strong do you want those reflections. I usually take these down to about 20, and then I usually take the offset and I put it, because I want mine to be close to the bottom. I don't want there to be any kind of issues. The behavioral, this is how you do it. You can either do panel mode, which then if you maximize tools, it'll only go, it won't block those. It won't even take it above. This is what I do for mine, because I want to be able to see it, and I don't want them to be in the way of anything I'm trying to see. So basically now you got your launcher going, you've got everything going on down, you've got Unity hidden away, you've gotten all this, you've got your hot corner so that you can see everything. You can even launch from Unity, or you can launch from your bar. Now, if and then what you do is, like, if you want to add the Windows, the Office writer, you can click on it and then drag it down here and add it, and it is added as a launcher. Or you can go to the task manager itself and click add, and you go through that whole thing, but nobody really wants to do that. They always want to go through the simplest way possible, drag and drop, and then that's how you add launchers down here. Now I want to remove these launchers, so I'm going to remove and remove. Now, so now you've got a very clean desktop. The bar up here is gone. The Unity bar is gone. You got your launchers down here on the bottom, or you can put them on top. however you want to do it. Again, this is about you. Or you can be using Docky, however you want to do it. You got your hot corner, so you can do things on your Unity bar. So, I mean, in reality, you really don't need this launcher, but again, in order for the hot corner to work, you need something opened. Dock makes something open. It's up to you, however you want to do it. Now you can close that down, or you got your other windows that you got going on, or the hot corner, or go down to the window switcher. Real quick and easy, and I like this because now I have a nice clean desktop. That's my biggest thing. Now I'm going to take you into another logon of mine where I've manipulated the system to look the way I want it to look and do some other things, and that will be in the next video. Is okay, how do you make the background change on its own? How do you do some fun things? So the other things I can say you probably want to do is download VLC, check out Fake Outdoorsman's FFmpeg, and install FFmpeg to do screencastings and screen recordings and things like that. And I will show you in other videos how I do these screen recordings. Also, Kdenlive, check it out. I love Kdenlive. It is a great movie editor, and it does some awesome things. Really liking how Ubuntu itself works. It is a lot cleaner than it's ever been. Works really good, more than it's ever done before. Like I said, the only problem I had with it was the stupid Unity bar, which now I've gotten rid of it. Like I said, with the GNOME shell, I took some of their attributes, which is this hot corner. They have a little hot corner thing, the way they launch their applications. I use the hot corner now too, but I use it in Ubuntu. It just works so much better. So if you have any questions, please leave comments on the bottom. I hope this video works for you, and thank you for checking out Ubuntu for Newbies. Bye.